Welcome, Red Raider Wrestling fans and River City's community access viewers to the Merrill Blue Jay Gymnasium in Merrill, Wisconsin. The number 1 ranked Red Raiders taking on number 2 ranked Merrill. At 140 pounds, Matt Reddepenning, the senior, taking on a sophomore Brad Welter out of Merrill. At 145 pounds, Aaron Erickson, a sophomore from the Blue Jays, is going to face senior Clint Weiler, your Red Raider. At 152, Ryan Tomachik, the junior, is going to take on Kevin Tritz. At 160 pounds, a pair of juniors, Levi Lassa, a wrestling name for a long time in the Merrill area, is going to take on a junior for the Red Raiders, Mike Casey. At 171 pounds, the Red Raiders have a junior, Mike Fauché, and he's going to wrestle a fellow junior in Matt Hayes. Out of Merrill. The 189-pound matchup, Elliot Fisher, the senior, is going to take on Casey Gray, the junior, out of Merrill. And then at 215 pounds, Zach Swanson, a senior out of Merrill, is going to wrestle a fellow senior, 215, Dane Thompson. At 275 pounds, a senior from Merrill, Paul Stiver, is going to wrestle, Steve Virgil from the Red Raiders. Then we go down to little guys, 103-pounders, a freshman for the Blue Jays, Brody Altfilish, is going to take on the sophomore Josh Chapa. Chapa not been out of the first period yet. At 112 pounds, one of Merrill's best wrestlers, a senior, Mike McConnell, is going to take on the sophomore Jeremy Clark for the Red Raiders. At 119 pounds, a junior for the Blue Jays, Matt Schneider, he's going to take on two-time state champion and senior for the Red Raiders, Josh Henson. The matchup at 125 pounds, Sean Dickman, a senior for the Merrill Blue Jays, is going to take on sophomore Jared Jaminski. The matchup at 130 pounds, Josh Schmeltzer, a junior for the Blue Jays, is going to wrestle a senior, Andy Kasper, from the Red Raiders. And a matchup at 135 pounds, Merrill's probably best wrestler, the junior Dustin Perry, is going to take on a sophomore for the Red Raiders, Juan Medina. 140 the draw weight, that's where we're going to start. Merrill ranked number 2 in the state. The Red Raiders ranked number 1. Take this quick opportunity to thank some of these Wisconsin Rapids area businesses for supporting Rapids Wrestling and the Rapids Mat Baggers, B Window and Siding Company, Brock Trucking and Cold Storage, Caring Touch Massage Therapy, Conley's and Kellner, Crockett Septic, Danny K's Pub and Grill, Domtar Industries Incorporated, Down on the Farm, Wisconsin Rapids, Dr. Michael O'Leary, Fehrenbach Mogg and Associates Incorporated, George Hathaway DDS, G.H. Miller and Sons Incorporated, Grandma's USA Cafe, Hanson's Equity Homes Incorporated, Homestead Supper and Country Club, and In Stitches. First match at 140, Matt Redepenning, your senior Red Raider, against Brad Welter, the sophomore. The Red Raiders took on the Blue Jays twice last year in dual meet action. Once in the dual meet, the Red Raiders won 48-18. And then again, they met in the state team tournament in the second round, where the Red Raiders took out Merrill 48-17. Welter in the lineup both times. And he wrestled a Nick Leggett. Leggett beat him 8-5 in the state team tournament. And he lost to Matt Redepenning, or he beat Matt Redepenning 10-8 in overtime in the dual meet as they move Perry up a weight class. So I'm sure Redepenning looking to make this 2 out of 3. No score yet. Redepenning in a shot right at the knee. Welter trying to stretch that back out. Redepenning regathers, locks up, got it up in the air. Redepenning trying to position him now, try to dump, change directions on the way down. Now Welter trying to spin behind. Redepenning got his head stuck in the middle, and he comes back up to his feet. Redepenning with an underhook and then reached in at a knee pick, and they go back to the center. No score, 40 seconds left. Welter with a little motion and tried a sweep shot at the knee. Couldn't complete that. 28 seconds left. Russian arm tie, steps into a double leg. Did Welter, and they were well off the mat right in front of the scorer's table. .15 seconds left. Sweep shot by Redepenning off a collar tie, and he didn't connect on that. And you'll see Merrill be very physical. They're a very physical wrestling team. And rated second in the state. Double underhooks. Now Welter looking for the underhook. Redepenning likes to be in there. And the referee talking to Welter as he gave Redepenning a shove at the end of the period. Redepenning's choice. He's going down. The Red Raiders have the odd choice match. Matches 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Redepenning to his feet. Welter trying to foul, lifts, takes him back down. Redepenning tried to switch, now comes to his feet. Redepenning working on hand control. Welter lifts him. Redepenning comes back down to his base, and now up to his feet. Welter trying to catch Redepenning on his back, but couldn't do that. Legs ride now by Welters. Redepenning comes to a real high base and now picks his feet up. Hard forearm by Welter, and he just flings one. That's 1 penalty point for Redepenning. Unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness. He wound up and fired a forearm at Redepenning. Redepenning leads 1-0, and he's up to his feet. Hard switch on the way down. Welter re-switches him. Legs right again by Welter. Redepenning trying to work up to a base. Legs right very controlling. 44 seconds left. Welter trying to get a tip on Redepenning. Redepenning got the legs right out temporarily now, and he's trying to come up. Welter's got wrist control underneath. .15 seconds left. 1-0 Redepenning leads. And Welter sticks in the legs right again. trying to kick those legs off. Redeping controlling her wrist. Welter unable to score. Redeping takes a 1-0 lead into the third. Welter's choice, he's going down to start the third. Roll attempt. Redeping with an overhook. Now Welter's got his leg lifted. Welter may get the reversal here. And he's got the 2. It's 2-1, Welter. And now we'll see how much the legs ride comes into play here. There he steps in the legs ride again. Ball and chain now tied up by Welter. As he's got Redeping's wrist tied up between his thighs. And a bar. Now just a bar, no ball and chain. Redeping trying to grab onto his wrist. A Zale ride now by Welter, and Redeping just stands right up through it, and he lifts him, takes him back down. Redeping again to a high base. Redeping trying to roll. 54 seconds left, still 2-1 Welter. Welter working on her wrist, but not much else. Trying to get a legs right, and he does. Unnecessary roughness for Welter now. And now the coaching staff wants to have a little conversation with him. It is 3-1 now. Welter leads with 34 seconds left. Redeping trying to come up. Welter puts him in the front chin lock. Trying to get a cradle locked up and regains control. Now he sticks in the legs right again. Redeping reaches over the top. He's going to try and stuff that head. Ten seconds left. Welter going to sit in here tight now. Got Redeping stretched out on the mat, and it's stalemate, says the referee, with 5 seconds left. 3-1, Redeping lead. There's Redeping trailed, 3-1. Redeping tried to roll out. Got caught for 1. Welter comes up, gives a little flex action there, and beats Matt Redeping 3-1. Merrill on the board first with 3 team points. Brings up Clint Weiler, the senior, against sophomore Aaron Erickson. Erickson had the undue pleasure of taking on Kevin Tritz last year. And Clint Weiler as well. Clint pinned him in 5-16. Tritz Tech followed him in 2-17. Weiler with a front headlock. Shot to the face, tried to go underneath it. Weiler puts him in the front chin lock again. Reaches right in, wades right in. Erickson backing off the mat. With a head shot, and Erickson goes down underneath. Weiler countered that pretty easy. Underhooks now, and overhook. Weiler locks up, squeezing the ribs. Erickson steps in front. Weiler takes him right through. Erickson trying to catch him. He's caught Weiler. Got 2 takedown, counting near fall. 2 takedown, 2 near fall. Merrill Blue Jays looking to build momentum early in the match. Weiler to his feet. Okie choke locked up by Erickson. Weiler breaking grip control of that. Steps out of the hole and he's got one escape. 4-1 with 31 seconds left, first period. Erickson was shot in. Weiler trying to catch him and toss him. Tosses him. Well, Erickson trying to roll through it, which he has done. The referee's given 2 takedown. It's now 5-3. Erickson leads. Weiler trying to work that front chin lock. What a shotgun by. Spinning behind. Not quite, says the referee. Erickson's choice, he deferred. Weiler's choice, he's going down. (5-3) after 1 period. Erickson of Merrill leads. Weiler on the bottom. Comes to his feet. You see him trying to lock up the Okie choke. And Weiler picking a grip of that. Weiler just trying to tough this through and rolls right through the Okie choke. Comes up, out behind, got a half. 2 reversal, Weiler, the score is tied at 5. Weiler working that sail ride. And the referee calls it potentially dangerous. New match now, 5-5 at 1:32 left, second period. Weiler stops the first move of Erickson pretty well. Chopped that wrist down, got an arm pinned behind the back. Trying to scoop that head. Keeping the wrist pinned across the back. Now changes corners. Got the farmer lock. Goes again, but lost the far side arm. Still keeps the wrist pinned. Weiler scooping that head again. Flattens him down. Weiler keeping that wrist, working on Erickson. Got the arm pinned across the back one more time. Scoops that near side arm in, locks up a double arm bar. Erickson probably going over here. And if Weiler can sit out, that is tighter than tight once he gets to a sitting position. Erickson fighting hard, he's got near fall. But the arm bar is loosening up a little bit. Weiler now tightens it back up and he's sitting out. 15 seconds left. Changes positions, gets 3 near fall, leaves 8-5. Erickson now reaching back, scoops the head. 1 escape. Erickson at the buzzer. 8-6. Erickson's choice. He goes down to start the second. Or the third, excuse me. Weiler covers. Stops the first move, trying to flatten out Erickson. Erickson reaching back on his left side, trying to scoop a leg and pull it out in front of him. Weiler picking an angle, flattening the hips down. Erickson with a roll attempt, and he's got the reversal. It's now 8-8. Warning, stalling. Erickson has the ankle trapped for more than 5 seconds. Weiler going down in the freeze position. Score is tied at 8 with 1:13 left. Erickson going to attempt to ride. Weiler builds to a base. Catches Erickson falling over top of his head. He's got the 2 reversal. And no back point, says the ref. Erickson got careless with position. Weiler with a half on the wrong side. Changes sides now. Spiral ride. Erickson trying to sit up, picking that half off. And Weiler lets him out. It's 10-9 right now. Weiler leads with 35 seconds left. Weiler in that front chin lock, and they step out of bounds. Underhook by Weiler. Headlock attempt by Erickson. Weiler picks an ankle, takes him down on the mat. 2 takedown, Weiler. 15 seconds left, 12-9 for the Red Raider. Wrist control underneath. 5 seconds left. Weiler looking for a turn at the end of the period. 12-9, Clint Weiler with a win. 3 Red Raider team points. The dual meet is now tied again at 3. Next up at 152 pounds, Ryan Tomaszek, the junior from Merrill. He's going to take on the junior from the Red Raiders, Kevin Tritz. Take this opportunity to thank a couple of these area businesses for supporting Rapids Wrestling and the Rapids Mat Backers. Mark Motors Incorporated, McDonald's Restaurant, Wisconsin Rapids in the Coosa, McDonough Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, and Caution on Tritz, and Mike Springer Real Estate. Tritz in with a shot. Scoops into a double. Gonna try and catch Tomaszek on his back. He's got him in deep trouble if he keeps him there. Fires a half, hunts a pin right away. It's Tritz. He's got the full complement of 3 right now. It's a 5-point lead for the Red Raider. We'll see if Tritz can change the momentum here and get a quick pin. Tritz trying to scoop that arm and pin it there, changing sides. Fires a half on the far side, changes body position again, drives him almost over. Got a deep half, got to get a wrist tied up on his near side. 3 near fall, Tritz. 5-0 the lead for the Red Raider. Tritz cuts him loose. 5-1. Tritz with wrist control, spins around behind, got the takedown. Got a chance to lock up a Tritz cradle here. And a near side cradle. Got that leg trapped. See if he can walk in over the head. Tomaszek's got that leg tied up as well. And he's hanging on for dear life. Stalemate. 34 seconds left. 7-1. The Red Raider Tritz leads. Optional start signal by Tritz. They're going to cut him loose one more time. 7-2. Snap into a sweep shot. Paw down on the head. Spin the other way. $15 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Tritz with a dive-in shot. Into a double, lifts, takes him down. 2 takedown, and Tritz keeps the feet in bounds. (9-2) the lead with 2 seconds left. After one period, Tritz takes a 9-2 lead. Tritz's choice. He's going to defer that choice. And Tomaszek, going to take the down position. Adam Klonowski pinned Tomaszek in a minute 20 last year in the state team tournament. They cut Tomaszek loose, and now Tripp's with another takedown. It's 11-3 right now, but Tripp's going to get the near fall. Got the full complement of, or he's got two there. 15-3 right now. Tripp's going to cut him loose. 13-4. Tomaszek with a shot. Trips catches him coming in and sprawls back. Comes up with a Russian arm tie. Dragged down. Trips spinning. Picking that far side ankle, forcing down on the head, trying to get that hip back. He's got the takedown. 15-4 right now. They're going to cut him loose. 15-5. Trips back and Tomaszek right to the edge of the mat. Now backs off, lets him come back inside where he can get a little more wrestling action. Shot from a long ways out into a deep double lifts. Takes him down, fires a half. He's got the two takedown. Now he's close to the edge of the circle. Got to turn him inside the mat. Trips scoops him back in. Got him in a cradle. Tomaszek kicking here. He's flat right there. 3:46. 19 points total for the Red Raiders, 3 for the Blue Jays, 6 on the fall for Tritz. This brings up Mike Casey at 160 pounds, a junior, against another junior for the Blue Jays, Levi Lassa. And you may remember, if you're a wrestling fan from a long time ago, back in the middle to early 70s, Tony Lassa wrestled heavyweight for the Red Raiders, and these are some of his sons as he now lives in the Merrill area. Adam Lassa, of course, wrestled for a number of years. And this is one of the younger boys, or the middle boy, Levi. Underhook on the one side, collar tie on the other by Casey. Casey was shot him, and his arms are all wide, gets caught coming in. Russian arm tie by Casey on the left arm. And now Lassa takes one back. Casey with a step in a trip, takes Lassa down. Lassa heading for out of bounds. They go off the mat. Levi Lassa not in the lineup last year for the Red Raiders. Or excuse me, for the Blue Jays. My correction there. And Mike Casey, part-time wrestler in the Raider Varsity. Cradle locked up by Casey. Had it locked temporarily, then got it broke. Tried to tip Lassa for a couple. Scooping that arm, lifts the head. He's got near fall coming now, he's trying to lock up. Casey trying to lock up Lassa. Lassa with a hard bridge. Casey got to get a little chest pressure on him. 43 seconds left. Casey trying to walk around, scoops that arm, cinches him back over, getting some chest pressure on him. Switches halves, puts him deep. 25 seconds left, and Lassa turns stomach down. 3 near fall. Casey, potentially dangerous as the arm got caught up in the step-ins and got trapped between the bodies as Lassa turned stomach down and ended up cutting him off a little bit. 22 seconds left. It's 5-0 Mike Casey. Casey now riding with a wrist, now spiral ride. Levi Lassa now up to his feet. That's the end of the period. 2 minutes down, 4 minutes to go. 5-0 Casey leads. Lassa's choice going down. Casey gonna cover. Hard stand up. Casey picked that far side ankle, snatched it underneath, and set him back down on the mat. You see Mike Casey wrestling well with his legs too. He's trapping the leg of Levi Lassa, keeping him in control. Not only with the hands and the arms, but wrestling with the feet and the legs as well. Casey steps in front. A little type of a spiral. Now Lassa to his feet. Got hand control as Lassa. Casey trying to drop down on a single. He's into a singles, got it elevated. Lassa with a couple of punches going in there, and they go off the mat. .112 left. Hard switch by Lassa, and he gets the reversal for 2. Had Casey flying around the corner. Casey now, Lassa with a cradle lock. Casey trying to reach back. 45 seconds left yet. Not good head position though for Lassa. If he can stick his head in the side of Casey. Now Casey breaks the grip. Casey now turns and faces Lassa. Lassa puts him in the front chin lock. Casey now backs right out and stands up with the one escape at 6-2. Casey leads. Casey with a shot off a collar tie. Lassa counters, forcing down the head and sprawling his feet backwards. Casey now into a double. Trying to get the takedown. 2. No, says the referee. Wow. In any event, 6-2 Casey leads after 2 periods. Casey with a reversal. And Casey's going to get some near fall. He's got 3 to land there. 3 near fall, Casey. It's not 9-2. Or, excuse me, 11-2, as they did not add up the correct score so far. It's 11-2. Major decision at this point. That's an extra team point for Casey if he can keep it there. Off the mat. 1:05 left third period. 11-2. Mike Casey leads. Casey breathing hard. Casey with a sit-out switch. Excuse me, Lassa with the switch attempt. Casey trying to control that. He's got a single. Steps over the head, trying to turn Lassa. almost facelift him. You take him right to his back, but can't quite do that. Lost the turns and faces a little bit, Casey, on his stomach, though, but has a leg lock. 30 seconds left. Stalemate. Good call by the referee. Two with 29 seconds left. Casey with locked hands. Casey drops back down on a single. Casey hanging on to that ankle. He's got to come up. Casey in a bad position here. He could go from a major to losing it, to reversal, and one. That's 11-5. Casey hangs on for the win, but gave back a major and 1 team point. Next up, 171-pounder Mike Fauché against the junior Matt Haft.
160. 2-6-0-3-0.
Mike Fauché now the junior in the lineup against Matt Haft. Haft wrestling at 171 last year as well. Lost to Ben Casper, the entertainer, at 128 on a pin. And he beat Luke Fair 3-2 in the state team tournament at 160. Fauché with pressure down on the head, trying to spin behind. Fauché's got a good double when he wants to fire it in there. Haft, a much taller, lankier wrestler. Fauché shorter and compact. Underhooked by Haft. Fauché reaches in, had a leg momentarily, and then Haft stands back up with that. Minute 5 left. Underhooked by Fauché, now just working on wrist control. Snap down and spin attempt by Fauché. With a shot. Fauché snapping down on the head. Fauché with a shot in a double, got caught coming in. Fauché's choice, he's going down to start the second period, score being tied at 0. It's important to score the first point because if it goes into that final 30-second fifth period, caution, Haft on jumping to start. If it goes into that overtime period of 1 minute, period 4, and then after that the score is still tied, then Fauché has his choice in that final fifth period. Fauché working hard to come up. Haft with a spiral ride now. Fauché works to his feet, working on hand control. Turns and faces. Haft with them long arms, just able to snatch a leg and bring Fauché back down on the mat. 1:35 left. Tied up underneath, now worked out behind the back temporarily. Tip attempt by Haft. Fauché hits a switch and gets a reversal for 2. And takes the lead 2-0. Haft to his feet. Fauché drops down on a single. Trying to reach into a double. Haft's trying to step out of that with those long legs. And he's going to get one. It's 2-1, Fauché of Rapids. And Fauché backs Haft right off the net. Shot in on a double, drives him off to takedown as Haft keeps his toes in. 3-2, Haft leads with 13 seconds left in the second period. Second caution on Haft, jumping to start. Next caution will be a point for Fauché. He's to his feet, working on hand control. 7 seconds left. Fauché's trying to fight it down. Unable to get free. He trails 3-2 after the first 2 periods. Haft's choice. He takes down to start the third period. Optional start signaled by Fauché. They're going to cut him loose, give him a 4-2 lead. Fauché in a shot immediately, but got stretched out underneath. See if he can suck up that leg of Haft. Haft trying to peel him off. Now Haft able to get behind. Fauché's got to fight this hard. He turns and faces. Able to get to his feet. Fauché back inside again on a shot. Got stretched out and stopped. Now he got balled up underneath. Fauché trying to reload. Chinlock by Haft. And he's got 2. Takes Fauché down. And has a cradle lock. And Fauché breaks that. It's 6-2 now. A little bit of blood on the mat from Mike Fauché, I do believe. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of these Wisconsin Rapids area businesses for supporting Rapids Wrestling and the Rapids Mapbackers. Neiman Photography, Niski Hillcrest Farm Meats, Paper City Savings Association, Quality Foods IGA, Baker Drive in West Grand, Quality Inn Motel, Reynolds Hardware and Lumber LLC, Rich Weiler Construction Incorporated, Rusty's Backwater Saloon, Safeway Bus Transit Incorporated, Staples, Super 8 Motel Wisconsin Rapids, Terry Wolf Realty, The Practice, Dr. Charles Doorhorse, DVM, The Print Shop, Trips Forest Product, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Water Quality Store, Westland Insurance Services, Winch Oil and Propane, Yvonne McNeely, Modern Woodsman of America, Ron and Julie Ashbeck, Baker Street Grill, Bancroft State Bank, Kellner and Saratoga, and Boyles Roofing and Construction. Red Raiders have a great following of fans here again, half of one side, all red and white. And remember, it's about an hour and 15 or 20 minute trip up here to Merrill on a school night and a work night. And the Red Raiders have a great following as they do all over the state. Junior varsity action winners earlier on. Sam Pankinen had to wrestle twice, got 2 wins, as did Kerry Kapelke and Justin Fuller. Cody Tesh with a win, Kyle Van Berkel and James Berdan and Matt Peters also winning matches in the junior varsity action. Haft now with a cradle locked up on Fauché, and Fauché picked the grip and separated it. Now he's trying to come to his feet, trailing 6-2. Fauché separates the hands, faces him, he's got 1 point escape. takedown for Hafe. Got the one back +2. O'Shea just stopped for an instant on the edge of the mat, and Hafe took advantage of it. 8-3, Hafe leads with 37 seconds left. That was close to the third caution for jumping to start for Hafe as he picks an ankle. Again, this is number 1 and number 2 in the state of Wisconsin going at it. The Red Raiders ranked number 1 and Merrill number 2. 15 seconds left. Fauché trying to face Hafe. Hafe trying to lock up a cradle. 5 seconds left. And Hafe wins 8-3 over Mike Fauché. That decision in 3 team points makes the dual meet 12-6. Next up at 189 pounds. Once again, the draw weight at 140. We start about midway through the weight classes. Red Raiders in a team huddle behind the bench. They're looking to get fired up here a little bit. They're wrestling kind of so far. And this is Elliot Fisher at 189 coming out against Casey Gray, the junior. Casey Gray wrestled Ben Casper at 171 in the state team tournament. Casper ate him in 333 with a pin. And not in the lineup in the dual meet earlier in the season. Elliot Fisher down at 189. Fisher tried to take a shot. Couldn't quite get underneath as Gray dropped down at the same time. He changed levels. Fisher tried a little duck, even though Gray had the wrist control on that same side. Gray gets backed right off the mat and gets warned for stalling, fleeing the mat. Head coach Scott Arneson of Merrill. His assistants Dom Bellafiore, Pete McConnell, Brian Suhaki, and Mark Weeks. Front chin lock by Fisher. Now goes to an underhook. Gray tries to duck under. Fisher with a front headlock now. See if he can score at the edge of the mat. And they just step on the circle line themselves. Out of the mat they are. 51 seconds left. Still no score at 0. Tournament results so far for the Blue Jays. They took first place in the Blackhawk Varsity tournament. And they had Dustin Perry, Matt Hafe, and Casey Gray were individual champion. Gray now in on a single leg shot, has the foot off the mat. Fisher trying to reach inside, pops his head out, gets the takedown and leads 2-0. Now has a bar on the left side with wrist control on the right. He's got to get him flattened out first and loses the bar. Gray trying to get wrist control, get to a sitting position. And they roll out of bounds at the end of the first period. It's 2-0, Fisher leads. Gray's choice, he deferred. Fisher's choice now, he takes the down position in the referee's start. Gray covers Fisher. Fisher right to his feet, just walks right up there. Gray taking him towards the sideline. Fisher trying to hit a switch from his feet. Once Fisher got to his feet, Gray started heading him over to the sidelines, trying to get him close to the edge of the mat. And it worked that time. We'll see how long the referee lets that go on. Elliott again walks right to his feet. Now we'll see where Gray goes as Fisher trying to circle in. Now Gray into a single, trying to get to a double. Steps through the trip, takes Fisher back down. Fisher with some wrist control, trying to come up to a base. Gray not doing nothing but hanging on and riding here, and they work their way off the edge of the mat. 1:14 left, still 2-0, Elliott Fisher. Once again, the best seats in the whole entire Merrill Fieldhouse given to you by River Cities Community Access. Mr. Jerry Clark on the camera, we appreciate his time and all his great work that he's done. Elliott Fisher working hard to get an escape here, trying to reach in to get a switch. Trying to clear his hips. Gray tries to step over the top and he regains control. Off the mat they work. Fisher's been close a couple times. Hasn't quite been able to get free, but he keeps working hard. I'm sure that'll probably come. Fisher's been close. Ankle pick by Gray to counter. Fisher trying to keep to a better base. 46 seconds left, second period. Gray hasn't tried to turn Fisher at all. Fisher's done all the work from the bottom. Now Gray taking him to the sideline one more time. Steps through the trip to the sideline, and they step out of bounds. Pretty soon you would hope to see a stalling call on Gray as he's worked the edge of the mat all period long and hasn't done any offensive turning attempt. Just rode and hung on to Fisher. Caution starting position on Gray. 33 seconds left. Still 2-0 Fisher leads in the second period. Fisher trying to keep to a high base here. Not let Gray get him flattened out. Gray working on his near side elbow and arm. Fisher now to his feet, turns and faces. Gray locks up on a single. Fisher trying to get those hips up. Now he's up, bouncing up on that knee. Fisher trying to lift to get the reversal. Gray buried his head, hanging on. No call yet. Maybe not going to get one. Gray's choice now. And he's going down, trailing 2-0. Gray now to his feet. Fisher got to work to get him back down to the mat. Can't hang out up here. Hard switch from the feet. Locked hands by Fisher. One point. Gray. 1 point escape. And 1 point technical violation. Locked hands on Fisher. The score is now tied at 2. Both on their feet, and we're going to get a clarification on the table here now, on the scorer's table. Now it's 2-2. The referee explained his calls to the table, so they got it straight. It's 2-2. 1:40 left. Fisher in one of his normal tight matches. Russian arm tie. Gray backing up. Jab attempt, takedown, and they spin off the circle. This control by Fisher and Gray, one apiece. 2:10 left. Gray with a shot in. Fisher with a trying to counter with a sprawl. Fisher trying to take him off his feet, and they work their way out of bounds. .58 seconds left. Still tied at 2. Both wrestlers tied up at the collar, working on wrist control. 40 seconds left. Cheerleaders starting to go. Elliott, go cheer. Off the mat they work. Seconds left. Gray backing up again. Fisher trying to score on the edge, and they're off the mat. Sooner or later, you got to get a call here. 21 seconds left. Still tied at 2 in the third period. Big match here for the Red Raiders and for the Blue Jays as well. Shot in, has a clean signal lifted. Fisher's got a whizzer in there, fighting hard. Now Gray got him in a sitting position to takedown. Gray. 3 seconds. They're off the mat with 2 left. It's 4-2. Gray leads. Fisher to his feet, can't get away. 4-2 win for the Merrill Blue Jays. Casey Gray. Three points for Merrill. They tighten it up to 12-9. The Red Raiders lead. This brings out the 215-pounder senior Zach Swanson for Merrill, and your Red Raiders senior Dane Thompson. Zach Swanson wrestled Steve Virgil at heavyweight last year, and Virgil pinned him in 5:29 in a team state. And in the dual meet, Zach Swanson again, they moved Thompson up to wrestle him, and Thompson won 6-2. And Thompson, when he wants to go after somebody, he is the full pull right now at 2:15. Thompson is a horse. Underhook now by Thompson. And Swanson backing up, and now you get a quick stalling call, excuse me. Now the last match you didn't get anything. In this one, in 22 seconds, there's a stalling call. Thompson picking up the pace a little bit with an overhook. And Swanson backing off the mat one more time. Thompson staying right in his face. Thompson tried a little arm over the top. A little shuck over. Swanson backing and backing and backing. And a duck under. Nice shot by Thompson. He takes him down after he gets the stalling. Thompson trying to get a quick take down in near fall. He's got the 2. Counting near fall now. Swanson trying to get stomach down. Thompson's got his legs scissored apart. Now Thompson covers him for control. 1 point on the penalty for Thompson on the second stalling by Swanson. And that was 2 in the first minute in this match. Excuse me. And then Thompson got the takedown and the near fall, so he leads 5-0. Thompson with a tip attempt. Swanson content to hang out the edge of the mat until they work their way off. 6 seconds left, first period, 5-0. And that's the end of the first period, and Thompson takes that 5-0 lead into the second with choice. He defers the choice. Now Swanson looks over at his coaching staff, and they say take the down position. Thompson looks over at the coaching staff and the Red Raiders bench. They say whatever you want to do. If you want to cut him loose and take him down, you go right ahead. If you want to try and turn him, he says I want to pin him. So he goes down and rides. Thompson with wrist control. Working all way past 90, getting weight on that across the back of the shoulders. Lifting with a tip. Not quite held him in control long enough to get near fall. There's a half Nelson and a spiral ride. Thompson trying to straighten him out. He switches sides on that ride and has to pull the half out. Now goes to the other side with a half. Can't get that. Thompson cuts him loose. 5-1 now with 1:18 left. Thompson going that change level duck again. And Swanson backing up again, trying to control and stop the offense. There he's going across the mat one more time. Hasn't stopped yet. Thompson again with that nice little change level duck. Steps through with a trip. Can't quite get control. Underarm spin. Thompson pops the head out. Got the leg trapped and the coffee grinder in. That's doing a takedown. It's 7-1 with 29 seconds left. Thompson changes sides. 2-on-1 wrist control takes him back to the mat. Ten seconds left in the period. Still 7-1. Thompson leads. Thompson's choice, he's going down. Thompson's got to work 2 hard minutes here. And I think now Merrill's game plan here is to keep this as close as they can. Hard switch by Thompson. Has Haith laying on his stomach. He's got the 2 already. Thompson with a deep tight waist, trying to step across and turn the hips, but not going to be able to do that. Still has a tight waist. Thompson firing a half, then pulls it back out. $1:15 left. Coaching staff trying to get Thompson's attention to try and cut Swanson loose. Now they finally got his attention. They're going to cut him loose. It's 9-2 right now. Five seconds left. Swanson heads to the edge again. Nice little duck under. Takes Swanson down. Thompson got an 11-2 lead. Now it's 11-3. Now they got to take him back down again. Thompson gave back he's got a major sitting here right now at 11-3. Let's see if we can get Swanson back down on the mat. Swanson backing up. Underarm spin. Thompson with a takedown. 13-3. That's the way the match is going to end. Major decision, Dane Thompson. 4 Red Raider team points. 16-9 the dual meet score. Next up for the Red Raiders, Steve Virgil, the junior, against Paul Stiver, the senior. Stiver not in the lineup last year for the Blue Jays. Obviously the bigger of the two heavyweights. And we'll see what Steve Virgil can do on the mat for the Red Raiders. Got wrist control and a collar tie, now just working in the collar tie. Collar tie, Virgil working the wrist. Stiver tried to headlock him. Virgil's trying to stay in bounds and remain in control, and he just stepped on the line. Out of bounds they work. This has been a long dual meet already, hour and about 5 minutes so far. And we're only about halfway through. Snap down, got Stiver falling forward off balance. Virgil paws down the back of his head, spins behind, he gets a takedown. 40 seconds left. Let's see if Virgil can ride the big guy here. Stiver comes to his feet. Virgil trying to wrap up around him with a trip, takes him back down on the mat. Stiver again trying to come to a higher base. Virgil tips him back down. 15 seconds left. Spiral ride by the Red Raider heavyweight. Half Nelson by Virgil now, and he pulls that back out. Goes back to a spiral ride. Now he's got Stiver flattened out. End of the period, 2-0. Virgil leads. Stiver's choice. Stiver's going down. And they're going to optional start Stiver and cut him loose. Scrap that, they just drive down across him. Virgil catches him on his back. Got a half in there. Stiver's flat on his back. Referee looking for a pin. He's on the wrong side. Pin call. 2 minutes, 12 seconds on the fall. Virgil used the old optional start and just drove across him. Rolled Stiver right to his back. Put the flat pin on him in 2-12-6. Big Red Raider team points. Quiets the Merrill crowd in their bench. It's 22-9 now. The Red Raiders open up some room. And here comes little Josh Chapa, the sophomore, against a freshman in Brody Altfilish of Merrill. Chapa has not been out of the first period all year so far. Chapa snaps down off that front head tie. He's got the takedown. Hopefully she reaches in front and grabs a leg, but Chapa comfortable here right now. Hopefully he's trying to work up that leg. Chapa got a cradle locked up. Got near fall coming. Got the full complement right there of 5. 5 counts means 3 near fall points. Anything 4 down to 2 counts by the referee, and you get 2 near fall points. Chapa got 5. 5-0 lead now. Minute 4 left. Chapa going to work again. Chapa trying to get some wrist control underneath. There's a tight weight waist and a deep half going around the spin cycle, and Altfleisch stands up. Ciampa takes him back down with the half still in place. Now he's working on a wrist for a sail ride. Ciampa still with that half Nelson in. He's got the leg tied up as well. 20 seconds left. Ciampa changes rides, now goes back to a deep tight waist. Altfleisch is going to survive the first period. That's the first time Ciampa's been into the second period this season. Ciampa's choice, he deferred. Altfleisch's choice, he's going down, and the Merrill coaching staff got a little quieter now, and so did the Merrill wrestlers. They're kind of sitting back in their chair, not on the edge like they were in the first couple of matches. Merrill won the first match. Welter beat Red Up Penning 3-1. Then the Red Raiders went on a 3-match run. A 12-9 win by Clinton Weiler. A pin by Kevin Tritz, and an 11-5 decision by Mike Casey. Merrill comes back with 2 wins in a row. Matt Haft and Casey Gray. Then the Red Raiders put 2 more on him. Dane Thompson with a 13-3 major, and Virgil with a big pin. And it gets the Red Raiders to a 22-9 dual meet lead right now. And this is 103-pounders. Just past halfway in a dual meet. Ciampa with a tip. Breaks off of that. Knew Altfleisch's shoulders weren't exposed. No sense to sit there and waste time. Go back to work, see if he can save some time and work for a turn. Altfleisch there for the pick, and Ciampa wraps the tight waist all the way around that scrawny little body. Comes all the way up, halfway up the backside. You see that hand coming all the way around the body and up to the back.
Let's go, Ciampa.
Altfleisch hanging out here on the edge of the mat. Ciampa's trying to work hard for a tip here. Off the mat they work. 21 seconds left, second period. Ciampa still leads 5-0. Tried to have a hard start. Ciampa chopped that arm in. Altfleisch just laying flat on the mat, not moving at all. And in second to the last match, at 2:15, 2 stalling calls inside of a minute. And here you don't have any in the whole first 2 periods. Ciampa's choice. He's going down to start the third, leading 5-0. Try and come out and try and face Altfleisch. Grab the head, comes up to spin and face him. He's got the 1. 6-0 now. Ciampa on the offensive. Got the head in the side, got the chin lock, turns around the corner, trying to catch that leg. He's got the 2. The lead now for the Little Red Raider. Ciampa forcing it on the head with a tight waist. Now Altfleisch comes to his feet, and Ciampa just cuts him loose. And the Merrill bench comes alive because Ciampa cut him loose. Ciampa definitely in control of the match, as Altfleisch not done anything. Altfleisch with an underhook, and he's just hanging out here. Ciampa with a toss attempt, trying to step over the top of the body. He's got the takedown. And Altfleisch rolls through it. And Altfleisch gets the reversal. And has his legs split on Chapa, no back points. It's 12-3 right now. It's still a major with 15 seconds left. Major decision, Chapa. (26-9) the dual meet. This is sophomore Jeremy Clark coming out against Mike McConnell, one of the best Merrill wrestlers, a senior. Take this opportunity to thank a couple of these Wisconsin Rapids area businesses for supporting Rapids Wrestling and the Rapids Mat Backers. Carpet City, Wisconsin Rapids, Dan and Connie Casey. Central Wisconsin Tire and Auto, Ed and Cindy Chapa, Steve and Paula Coates. Culvers of Wisconsin Rapids. McConnell with an underhook. Lateral drop toss. And McConnell goes flying off the mat. Clark had controls on top, but they were well off the mat. Changed level, nice shot in on a single leg, trying to pull Clark down in front of him. Clark with a whizzer, and on 1 foot. Clark trying to stretch that leg back out, break that grip. He's got a whizzer in there, working across the arm now. Picks an ankle on the inside and takes McConnell down. Clark leads 2-0 over McConnell. Clark got to try and keep McConnell in bounds now. Keep him wrestling on the mat. They're going to have a tougher job, I think, keeping Dad tied to the back of the camera here. Clark with a takedown on McConnell, leads 2-0. 39 seconds left, first period. Caution, Merrill jumping to start. Up, Clark dropped back down on a low single, right at the knees, got it elevated. Step through the trip. McConnell hits a switch from his feet. Clark's got to crowd him and get big in the middle there. He's got the legs separated, fires a half. He's got McConnell on his back. Clark working for a fall here. He's got to sit back, which he's done. He works McConnell back over, got him on his back in deep trouble. 7 seconds left. Clark scoops him again. Loads it up one more time with 2. 1. Not quite. 3 big near fall points. Jeremy Clark puts McConnell on his back a couple times. 5-0 to lead for the Red Raider Clark.
Howard's way too long.
Clark now going down. Start the second period, leading 5-0. Excuse me. Switch attempt by Clark. He's got the reversal. McConnell comes to his feet. Clark's going to do something with him now, get him back down to the mat. McConnell tried to hit a switch. Clark going to re-switch him. McConnell's got the ankle picked. Clark's in trouble if he don't get his hips on top. He's got a half in. Clark's got his hips back up on top in better position now with a half. Clark working to turn McConnell one more time. McConnell goes over and rolls through it. Clark got a lockup on a near side leg with the head and the side, which he's done. Keeps McConnell in the mat. 7-0, Clark leads. McConnell working to a higher base. Clark with a spiral ride, cross face and that far arm inside this near thigh. 1 minute left. Clark close to a major right now, and this would be a huge win for the Red Raiders. 52 seconds left in the second period. Match is far from done, and McConnell's a very good wrestler. Clark stops that first move. McConnell trying to hit a switch. Clark catches him, comes to his feet. And they go out of bounds right off the edge of the mat onto the basketball floor. .41 seconds left, second period. Caution, jumping to start Clark. Merrill's had about 3 or 4 of them. Clark had the first one for the Red Raiders. McConnell to his feet. Clark dropped down on a real low single right at the ankles, got it elevated. But now he's got to do something, try and get it back down on the mat. He's trying to get in position, step through the trip. Takes him back down in control, but he's got to get underneath this near side arm if he can. McConnell's got that wrist. 13 seconds left. McConnell comes to his feet. Clark drops off on a single again. Got it elevated. A little deeper this time. McConnell with a switch from his feet. Clark has to give up the 2. 7-2. Clark leads after 2 periods. And it's McConnell's choice. He's going down. McConnell to his feet. Clark locks up around the body. Clark lifts him, takes him back down. McConnell tries to hit a switch. Clark comes right back up with him. Clark doesn't leave McConnell go long. Snatches right back in on a single. Now he's got to step across the body. May get a stalemate call here. McConnell trying to work up to a better position. Clark's got to get that leg pinned back down. Stalemate, says the referee. Works to his feet, tries to hit a switch from his feet. Clark rides that right out, got a spiral ride. Now he's got to turn McConnell back in the mat. Don't let him get out, get a fresh restart. Off the mat they work. 1:15 left. 7-2 Clark. Again, real close to jumping the start was Merrill. Everybody's been trying to push that. It's now 7-3. Get the cut loose. One minute left.
1 minute.
Tried that toss. Clark tried to spin underneath and lateral him and throw him off the mat and almost had that completed, but they go back off the mat with 43 seconds left. McConnell with a shot now, in on a deep single. Clark with a whizzer in. McConnell stepped through the trip. Into a double now. Clark still hasn't given up the takedown yet, but he's going to have to. It's 7-5 with 24 seconds left. Clark turns and faces, spins out. 8-5 right now. 10 seconds left. Clark with a shot in on a single. He's got it elevated and lifts McConnell off the mat. Clark's trying to get him taken back down. He's got him on the mat. That's 2 right there at the mat. 10-5. Jeremy Clark over Mike McConnell. Three huge Red Raider team points. 29-9. The Red Raiders open up a 20-point lead. And 2-time state champion Josh Hansen to the mat at 119 pounds against Matt Schneider, the junior out of Merrill. Schneider met Hansen last year in a team state. Hansen pinned him at 3:15, and he beat him 10-1 in the duels earlier in the season. Huge win for the Red Raider and Clark. Hansen just backing Schneider straight up off the mat. Snap down on the head with a sweep shot. Hansen's got Schneider backing off on the defensive, bopping and weaving. And Hansen takes Schneider right off the mat onto almost into the front of the bench. Schneider backing and backing, Hansen with pressure on. Duck attempt from the knees. Just missed it. Merrill attempt by Schneider, and they work their way off the mat. Hansen, you can see with the tape job on the left hand, sat out a dual meter or two for the Red Raiders as he had injured it in Oconomowoc. Hansen got the pressure on a little bit, and Schneider tried to launch him and throw him, which he did, and Hansen just walks right back to the circle. Not rattled by it at all. Schneider working on hand control, so is Hansen. Hansen works into a Russian warning, stalling Schneider, and Hansen tosses Schneider off the mat to his back. Hansen with a front headlock now into a cradle from the front. Got the takedown in 2 with 17 seconds left in the first period. Five seconds left in the period. And there it is, the end of period number 1 with Hansen with a 2-0 lead. Hansen's finger tape comes undone. And they're going to get some injury time here as Hansen's tape job on his fingers comes loose, so they're going to retape that. We'll take this opportunity to thank some of these Wisconsin Rapids area businesses for supporting Rapids Wrestling and the Rapids Mat Backers, D&L Recreation, Donahue Super Sports, Dr. Tim Lippold's Here Care, Earth Design Construction, Edward Jones and Patrick Murphy, EMR Lawn and Landscaping, Family Natural Health Foods, Furniture City USA, Gallus Marine Incorporated, Jack's Body Shop, Jammers, Key Savings Bank, Ron and Darlene King, Quick Trip on West Grand, Lamer's Bus Lines, Mailboxes and Parcel Depot, The Mobile Marts, Baker Drive in West Grand, Monkey's Bar, and Onyx Waste Services. Down attempt and a toss by Schneider. Answer finishes in front, now forcing away on the head with a power half. Snap on by, comes up behind, steps through the trip, takes him down. The shoulders exposed, but they're off the mat, so you can't score a near fall that way. It's 4-0. Hansen leads with 1:32 left. Good wrist control underneath by Hansen. Now Schneider trying to get wrist control of his own so he can step inside and face Hansen, but Hansen fights that back with a good tight waist. Schneider stepped across the leg of Hansen, has it locked down. Hansen got to stay underneath an arm here. can see him staying underneath this near side arm very well. That's controlling Schneider, so he can't turn all the way inside. Schneider now works to a high base and to his feet. 39 seconds left. Hansen takes him back over his leg, trips him down. 35 seconds left. Still 4-0. Schneider with a switch attempt, and Hansen trying to catch him. Couldn't quite do that for a tip, and they're off the mat. Once again, Merrill came out firing here in the beginning. We're on the edge of their seats, and now they're just sitting back in their chairs, and the match is not over by any means. But they know with each match coming out now, the Red Raiders are going to probably get tighter and tighter and tighter on that lead and extend it more. Hansen, again, is like wrestling somebody with no bones. He's just so fluid and loose. Potentially dangerous, as the referee, as the head was scissored. Spiral ride now by Hansen for the end of the period, and 4-0 Hansen leads. And now head coach Louis Metz coming over to have a little talk with the referee. We'll thank some more of these Wisconsin Rapids area businesses for supporting Rapids Wrestling and the Rapids Mat Backers. Paul & Sons Trucking and Excavating, People's Fuel, Mike and Janet Stelmach, River Cities Bank, Ron's Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, SK Construction, Star Tech Management, Dale and Diane Thompson, State Farm Insurance, Dick Barrett, Taco John's, Tom and Edna Thompson, Tom Schneider Agency, American Family Insurance, and Vulcan Chemicals. Hansen on the bottom now, trying to work for an escape, leading 4-0. As I had mentioned, he beat Schneider 10-1 in the dual meet earlier in the season last year, and pinned him in 3:15 in the state team tournament. Legs ride by Schneider. Hansen trying to work that free. Now double legs ride by Schneider. When you're behind by so much, you better be real good with the legs, because you don't score a lot of points that way unless you're exceptional. Now a single legs ride on the left side by Schneider. Potentially dangerous, as the referee. .53 seconds left. Hansen's first match back since suffering the injury to the fingers, or at least to around the first knuckle area in the hand. Hansen with a switch attempt, and Schneider can't follow that. Loosely got a leg. Hansen trying to get a cradle locked up, trying to step over top. 2 reversal Hansen, 6-0. Hansen with a tip with the cradle.